Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel. Today, we're diving into a story that's as heart-wrenching as it is eye-opening. It's about a man named Mark who thought he had the perfect marriage. Little did he know, the woman he shared his life with was living a completely different one behind his back. This story is a powerful reminder that sometimes, the people we trust the most are the ones who can hurt us the deepest. Mark and Sarah had been married for 5 years. From the outside, they were the picture of happiness. They had a beautiful home, 2 great kids, and a circle of friends who adored them. Mark worked hard as an architect to provide for his family, and Sarah was a stay-at-home mom. He thought their life was a dream come true. He often came home to a warm meal and the sound of his children's laughter. He felt like the luckiest man alive. But slowly, things started to change. It began with small, almost unnoticeable details. Sarah started having more girls' nights out. At first it was once a month, then it became every other week, and soon it was almost every Friday. Mark, being a supportive husband, never questioned it. He wanted her to have fun and relax. He'd handle the kids, get them to bed, and wait up for her, often falling asleep on the couch. When she'd come home late, she'd always have a story. "Oh, you won't believe what happened at dinner," or "We just lost track of time talking." She'd smell faintly of wine and perfume, and Mark would just smile, glad she was enjoying herself. He trusted her completely. Why wouldn't he? She was the love of his life, the mother of his children. The thought of her being unfaithful never even crossed his mind. The first real crack in his perfect world appeared on their anniversary. Mark had planned a surprise romantic dinner at the restaurant where he had proposed. He'd arranged for his parents to watch the kids and had bought a beautiful necklace for Sarah. He was buzzing with excitement all day. That afternoon he called her. "Hey honey, can you be ready by 7 tonight? I've got a surprise for you." There was a pause on the other end of the line. "Oh, Mark, I'm so sorry," she said, her voice full of what he thought was genuine regret. "I completely forgot. My friend Jenny is having a really tough time. Her mom's in the hospital. I promised I'd go with her tonight. Can we please celebrate tomorrow? I feel terrible." Mark's heart sank, but his concern for her friend quickly took over. "Of course, honey," he said. "Don't worry about it. Tell Jenny we're thinking of her." He canceled the reservation, feeling a pang of disappointment but also pride in his wife's compassionate heart. He spent the evening alone, eating takeout and watching a movie. The next day he ran into Jenny's husband Tom at the grocery store. "Hey Tom," Mark said, "how's Jenny's mom doing? Sarah was so worried last night." Tom looked at him, completely confused. "My mother-in-law, she's fine. We just got back from a week-long cruise with her. She's healthier than I am." Mark froze. The groceries in his hand suddenly felt 10 times heavier. A cruise? He tried to process what Tom had just said. It didn't make any sense. Maybe there was a misunderstanding. Maybe it was a different Jenny. He forced a smile. "Oh, must have been a different friend then. Glad to hear she's okay." But the seed of doubt had been planted, and it started to grow. That night, Mark couldn't sleep. He kept replaying the conversation with Tom in his head. Why would Sarah lie about something like that? It was their anniversary. He decided to do something he never thought he would. He waited until Sarah was fast asleep, and he picked up her phone. His hands were shaking. He felt like a terrible person for invading her privacy, but the gnawing feeling in his stomach was too strong to ignore. He didn't know her passcode, but he tried their anniversary date. It didn't work. He tried their kids' birthdays. Nothing. Then he tried a random combination he'd once seen her use. 1, 2, 3, 4. It opened. His heart pounded in his chest as he went to her messages. What he found made his world collapse. There were hundreds of texts, not from a friend named Jenny, but from a man named Alex. They were filled with "I love yous" and "I can't wait to see yous." He saw messages from the previous night, their anniversary. "Can't believe you got out of your anniversary dinner for me," Alex had written. "You're the best." Sarah's reply was, "Anything for you." He bought the sick friend story completely. "See you soon." Mark felt like he couldn't breathe. He scrolled back for weeks, months. The girls' nights out, the shopping trips, the yoga classes. They were all lies. They were all secret meetings with Alex. He even found pictures. Pictures of them together, kissing, holding hands, looking like a happy couple. They were in hotel rooms, at restaurants he'd never been to, even on a weekend trip they took while Sarah had claimed to be at a wellness retreat. The betrayal was so profound, so complete, it was like a physical blow. This wasn't just a one-time mistake. This was a double life. For over a year his wife had been living a lie, and he had been a clueless, trusting fool. He looked at the woman sleeping peacefully next to him. She looked like the same Sarah he had fallen in love with, but she was a stranger. He spent the rest of the night on the couch, staring into the darkness, the phone clutched in his hand. Every happy memory he had with her was now tainted. Every "I love you" she had ever said now felt like a lie. He thought about their kids, sleeping soundly in their beds, completely unaware that their family was about to be shattered. The next morning Mark confronted her. He didn't yell. He didn't scream. He was eerily calm. He simply placed the phone on the kitchen table in front of her as she was making coffee. "Who's Alex?" he asked, his voice hollow. Sarah's face went white. She looked from the phone to Mark, her eyes wide with panic. At first she tried to deny it. "He's just a friend from work," she stammered. But Mark just shook his head. "Don't, Sarah. Don't lie to me anymore. I read everything." And just like that, the dam broke. The tears came, the excuses, the apologies. She claimed it didn't mean anything, that she still loved Mark. But her words were empty. The trust was gone, shattered into a million pieces. He had given her everything, his love, his loyalty, his trust. And she had taken it and thrown it away for a secret affair. Mark knew right then that his marriage was over. How could he ever trust her again? How could he look at her and not see the lies? The pain was immense, but in that moment, he also found a strange sense of clarity. He had to protect himself and his children. The weeks that followed were a blur of lawyers, difficult conversations, and telling their families. It was the hardest thing Mark had ever had to do. Some friends sided with him, some with her. His world had been turned upside down, but through it all he focused on his kids. They were his reason to get up in the morning, his reason to stay strong. It's been a few years since that day. Mark is now a single father, and he has full custody of his children. It hasn't been easy, but he's built a new life for them, a life based on honesty and love. He's learned that sometimes the end of one chapter is the necessary start of a better one. He's healing, slowly but surely. And he's learned a valuable lesson about trust and betrayal. This story is a sobering one, and it serves as a reminder that infidelity can happen in any relationship, no matter how perfect it seems on the surface. If you ever feel that something is wrong in your own relationship, please don't ignore it. Communication and honesty are key. And if you're going through a tough time like Mark, please know that you are not alone. There is support available. Reaching out to friends, family, or a professional therapist can make a world of difference. It's okay to ask for help. Thank you for listening to Mark's story today. It takes courage to share such a personal and painful experience, and we hope it offers some perspective. If this story resonated with you, please give this video a like and subscribe to our channel for more content. We'll see you in the next one.